Welcome to Update 1.81, the Valkyries. Armed helicopters are ready to join the fray. Today, we're going to show the first rotor-driven aircraft from the American and Soviet tech trees. New tanks, new aircraft, new locations. All of this and more in the biggest update of the fall. The Valkyries are here. First things first. During the Gamescom 2018 gaming convention held in Germany, we announced that we're adding armed helicopters, a new type of combat vehicle available to War Thunder players. Update 1.81, the Valkyries, introduces helicopters for two nations, the US and the USSR. To start playing helicopters, you will require at least one ground vehicle or aircraft from rank 5 of the respective nations, USSR or USA. The helicopters will be available in closed beta test, and you may gain your access to the test either for free, by completing a series of tasks, or you may purchase one of the packs with premium helicopters and start playing right away. The Vietnam War was the first time combat helicopters saw widespread use. This is why our helicopter tech trees begin with models built at the end of the 60s. Take a look at one of the iconic vehicles from Vietnam War, the UH-1 Huey helicopter. These light utility machines come in a few different variations. The early version, the UH-1B, carries machine guns, unguided rockets, and first-generation ATGMs. The UH-1C can fire tow-guided missiles. And the premium UH-1CXM30 that can be purchased from our shop is yours to outfit with powerful 30mm guns on top of everything else. The helicopters of the AH-1 family were designed with all the experiences of the Vietnam War in mind. These are attack helicopters, or gunships, built for the close air support of airborne troops or ground forces. Update 1.81, the Valkyries, introduces a few different variants of this vehicle. The AH-1G single-engine design is an attack helicopter outfitted with unguided rockets, miniguns, or 40mm grenade launchers in a chin-mounted turret. The AH-1F is a fast and agile Cobra, which, among other things, carries powerful ATGMs, while the AH-1Z Viper variant is a twin-engine attack helicopter armed with a 20mm 3-barrel Gatling cannon, is still in operation with the U.S. Marine Corps. In Update 1.81, the Viper can use different types of tow missiles, and it'll get a lot of other interesting and destructive armament later down the line. The second nation to get helicopters in Update 1.81 is the USSR. Say hello to the Mi-4AV, a Soviet response to the American helicopter's tour de force in Nam. It's a multi-purpose helicopter capable of carrying a wide array of weapons, including rockets, bombs, and even guided munitions. The legendary flying tanks of the Mi-24 helicopter family are first introduced with the Mi-24A, the first production version that came with an unusual greenhouse-style cockpit and early Falanga ATGMs. The Mi-24V is the most produced variant of the Mi-24 Hind, with a fast-firing 4-barrel machine gun and a plethora of payload options. It can carry many different unguided rockets, guns, and bombs, or you can use it to destroy single targets with Sturm Complex ATGMs. There's also a premium version of the flying tank in our shop. It's the Mi-24D variant that comes in the colors of the Czechoslovak Air Force. Payload options for days, plus all the expected premium bonuses when it comes to research and earning silver lions. We've also introduced the brand new Mi-35M into the game. It's a modern variant of the classic Mi-24 that's currently in service in the Russian Army. It's a fast, versatile helicopter equipped with modern Ataka ATGMs and more than a dozen different payload variants, including gun pods, unguided air-to-surface rockets, and several types of ATGMs. Apart from helicopters, pilots in War Thunder also get a new fighter aircraft. The Soviet I-225 was made for battles at high altitudes. It's a speedy fighter armed with 4 powerful 20mm cannons. The Luftwaffe also get a few presents as well. We've updated the model of the great Me-163 and also added a new variant of the aircraft with 20mm cannons and a higher fire rate. Helicopters are great, but what about ground battles? Lay down your tam-tams, there's the real tam in town. The TAM light tank arrives at the 6th rank in the German ground forces. This tank was built specifically for the Argentine army. It is one of the best combinations of mobility and firepower in the game. Another new German vehicle is a premium version of the first Leopard, armed with a Rheinmetall 120mm gun. The Leopard was already a fan favorite. Now, it has considerably more firepower, not to mention all the bonuses of a premium vehicle which allow you to research new German vehicles at a faster rate. French tankers get yet another vehicle with an oscillating turret. Welcome to the Char 25T, a nimble tank with a very accurate gun that packs a punch. And it has a drum autoloader to boot. New APCs armed with ATGMs join the Soviet and British ranks. The British get the Warrior, a modern APC outfitted with a 30mm cannon as well as Milan ATGMs. Soviet tankers can lay their hands on the beautiful BMP-2, a highly mobile IFV carrying Concours ATGMs. A brand new Soviet premium is the T-55AM-1, a thoroughly modified version of the T-55 medium tank. It has better armor, a new engine, and a 100mm gun capable of firing ATGMs. The much-anticipated T-80B MBT is the new top vehicle for the Soviet ground forces. Just look at it. Composite armor, good mobility, and a smoothbore gun that comes with a great selection of rounds and anti-tank missiles. Cheer up, Soviet tankers. The T-80B is more than ready to take on the top tanks of other nations. The US are in for a real treat with the new Abrams. The M1IP, a kind of transitional model between the M1 and the M1A1. Compared to the base model, it has a better protected turret, which also means that it's a bit heavier and slower. One of the toughest tanks of the game became even more dangerous. A truly unique vehicle is being added to the list of American premiums, the T-54E1 medium tank, an experimental vehicle that comes with an oscillating turret and a drum autoloader. It can use powerful HEAT and APDS rounds and speeds up the research of any tank in the American ground tech tree. Update 1.81 also introduces some new locations. Pilots will be able to fight in the skies of Vietnam, a map we created using actual maps from one of the biggest battles of the Vietnam War. Tankers are also in for a treat with a new location for mixed battles called American Desert. It's a small country town in Arizona from the 60s. Captains get not one, but 2 locations. The Mediterranean port, inspired by Italian coasts, and Green Mountains Gulf, a North European beauty with fjords and small rocky islands. War Thunder Update 1.81, the Valkyries, is live. If you want to see the full list of changes, click the link below. Follow us on social media and YouTube, and most importantly, launch the game and try the new vehicles out. See you in battle.